What's going on, my crypto profits? Your boy Cali back at it again. First of all, guys, Happy New Year's. Thank you for all the love. In case some of you don't know, just had a child. So I'm just trying to get back in the rhythm of things. I appreciate your guys' patience, support, and love. I want to bring you a little tutorial, something that's been coming up a lot as far as cryptocurrency. Hope you bought the dip and are recovering nicely. There's a little bit of FUD over China. There's a little bit of FUD over the BitConnect stuff. We're back over half a billion, so that's a good number to be at. Bitcoin dominance at 34%, which is a little bit higher than what it's been. Bitcoin still, I think, relatively low, 11.4. So, yeah, guys. I mean, we're doing good. Ethereum's over 1,000. Um, Litecoin's under 200. Neo's at 142, and that's just been blasting away, guys. Um, I want to bring you a video today on market cap. How do you use it, or how do I use it? How do I utilize it, and why market cap is important to myself. So let's jump into it. Market cap and how do you use it? Uh, Next slide. What is market cap? Here's the formula of how do you figure out market cap, guys. You take the total circulating supply and you multiply it times current price, and that gives you the market cap. So, for example, for Bitcoin, we have 16 million coins, 16,811,000, whatever, right? And then you multiply it times the current price at 11,345, or the time that I did this uh, PowerPoint. So that would put us at a market cap of 190 million dollars. Sorry, 190 billion dollars. So that's how you figure out market cap. And I mean, you can go to marketcap.com and just figure it out. You don't have to do the math, but it's kind of, I think, important to know how they go ahead and get that number, right? How do you use this? Here's my guide of how to figure out possible price, and that's how I kind of I use it as a guide for possible prices that I will see in other cryptocurrencies. This is my rule of thumb: is good alts get about 50 to 60% of the top coin in that sector, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Okay coins that they're not the top ones, but they have some possibility. I would give them about 20 to 30%, and then obviously a shitcoin 10 or under, guys. 10% or under, just so you know, a shitcoin. You know, let's put this to work, right? So I'm gonna use Ethereum because Ethereum has a lot of competition, and a lot of people say it's an Ethereum killer, or they throw a lot of coins out there and they compare it to Ethereum, usually because Ethereum's the big dog, right? Ethereum is the first mover and has a large market cap, and has the largest market cap actually in the contract and smart contract platforms. So Neo, ADA, Stellar, all these are some form of smart contracts, and they have other things on top of them sometimes, but at base they're smart contract platforms. So I'm going to use ADA, so we could kind of compare a possible price and how I go ahead and arrive at these prices, or a price that I think it's possible to get to, right? And we're going to use current prices, and I'll jump into a little bit right now of future prices. I didn't do a slide, but that just occurred to me. Let me see. Ethereum's market cap right now is $100 billion. So if I take ADA, and I'm gonna call it a good altcoin, I think it has a lot of potential. It has a good team behind it. The one thing that, if you notice, it has a high circulating supply. So do I think it's $1,000 coin at currently? No. And I'll tell you what I think it's. I think right now it's like at 80 cents. Let me just go back real quick. It's at 65 cents. Okay, so it's at 65 cents, and we're gonna say, going back to this right here, it says um, we're gonna go 50 to 60%. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna call it 50% of the market cap, $50 billion. ADA has a total circulating supply of 25, almost 26 billion, right? Which is a huge supply compared to other coins. If we go to Ethereum, guys, just so you know, their total circulating supply is only 97 million compared to 26 billion. So there's a huge difference in circulating supply. So obviously, the more there is of something, the less it costs. You know, supply and demand. So let's put this to work, and let me show you how I go ahead and predict possible prices. So like I said, we're going to take half of the market cap, we divide it, right? So we take 50 billion divided by the current circulating supply of 25, almost 26 billion, and that gives you a price point of $1.93. So we're going to say best case scenario right now, okay? Like I'm talking about ADA is on a roll. It's releasing a couple of ICOs on their platform, some partnerships, whatever it is to hype up the coin, right? Currently how it stands, that would be the top price, and I'm talking about top price to me, guys, where I would kind of get worried or just not even look at it. Obviously, before that, I would try to get it into a position, right? But when people ask me, where do you see this going? Obviously, if Ethereum moves up in market cap, guys, that means it can bring the rest of the market up. So it's going to go, if Ethereum had a $200 billion market cap, you got to multiply this times 2, right? It's going to be like a $4 coin. Do I think Ethereum is going to go at of course, I honestly truly believe Ethereum is still undervalued. So say at current price is about $1,000. So that means if Ethereum goes up to $2,000, potentially that means ADA could go up to about $4. So $3.86 or whatever, right? So that's the possible scenario, and we always have to take consideration as the largest market cap. So you know, always keep that in mind. If Ethereum's moving up, so that means there's a supply for smart contracts, right? So, and you could take this with Neo, you could do it with EOS, Stellar, you know. So yeah. And so now that we have a possible price, what do we do? How do we use this? Seeing the best possible price at current prices, right? What I like to do as an investor, I invest more than I trade, guys. And what I do is I take the top price and I divide it by a certain number. Depends on the project and stuff like that, everything. But I set a set target. Like I want to accumulate 1,000 coins under 85 cents. And I always use sats, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm using fiat because it makes it easier for you guys. A lot of people don't trade in fiat and sats yet, and you should be trading satoshis, not fiat, guys. It makes your life so much easier. And I'll be doing a video. I don't know if I have a video on that yet. So I'm gonna try to accumulate 1,000 coins under a certain price or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be 1,000. I'm just saying set a certain coin amount under a certain set price and try to accumulate, hit a goal. Because if you're just investing without a guide, it's just blindly investing. If you're not trading without a guide, stop losses, limit loss, or limit close, you know, you're kind of just bouncing all over the place. So when trading, how do you apply this? You just got to keep that number in mind. Know that, you know, it's going to fluctuate between here and there. So if it's at 66 cents or 65 cents, whatever it was at, just know that it has the possibility or the potential in my eyes to go up to $1.93. So that's something we have to keep in mind as it's going up. You know, if it's on a bullish run, that's a number just kind of keep in mind in the back of your head if you're trading it, and maybe it might be something you might want to exit. So for now, guys, just happy stacking, man. I'm gonna be trying to get back on these videos. Make sure to check us out on Instagram, Profit Chasers. That's kind of the most where we're most active at. Me and Crypto Chaser. You know, if you like this video, if it helped you at all, just hit like, share, guys. As always, I appreciate your guys' support, man. This is Kelly. Peace out.